For our first flexibility pose, we're going to do a cross shoulder stretch. So you're going to come prone on your belly. Place your right hand over to your left side, and then cross your left arm over your right arm. Once you're here, allow your chest to come down gently onto your arms. You'll feel the stretch on the outside of your shoulders. Breathe into it. And then uncross your arms and switch sides. You can try your thread the needle pose when you come up and just place your right hand underneath or slide it underneath your left arm, walking your left arm out. Switching sides. Puppy pose is a good one for the hollow back and opening up the shoulders and the chest. Maybe tent your hands. We have a strap here. You can take, this is one of my favorite ones. So you would come to the very end of it or grab it at the end so that your arms are wide and just rotate your arms in circumduction. Careful not to bend so that you don't cause that risky dislocation motion of the shoulder. It can be very clicky then afterwards. So keep your arms straight, chest open. Maybe get a little bit closer to feel a bigger stretch. And I'll try one more, not too far. I think my shoulder will stay right about here. So I'm not gonna force it, I'm just gonna kind of pulse with it and feel that little stretch in the scapula. Cow face. We'll go ahead and grasp your hands behind your back. If you can't reach all the way, you can grab your strap. And then slowly inch your hands closer together. Open your chest, elbows away. And of course, to the other side. Then we have our regular arm shoulder stretch this way. That's a really good way to work on your flexibility in your shoulders. We have our strengthening part, which would be downward facing dog. To begin with, your alignment is super important because this is what's going to help you strengthen and stretch your shoulders properly and not dip into your other joints. So you're going to spread your fingers wide and press into all of the knuckles in your hand. So middle fingers are pointing forward. You're internally rotating your elbows and push away from the mat. Try to get your biceps in line with your ears. Maybe bend your knees so you can get a little bit deeper, but not too much where you're creating an extreme back bend. So just about here. Downward facing dog, maybe three-legged dog to work on your stability. In your tabletop, you can try balancing table. It's a good strengthening exercise. Balancing table, toes flexed, knee to elbow. We have plank, good old plank. This is kind of like push-up. You can stay here, fingers spread wide, wrist underneath the shoulders, toes tucked, shoulders are protracted, and then shift forward, chaturanga, up, and up. You can do the wide elbow version of it, knees down, and we have our crow pose, of course. And you lift one foot up at a time until you lean forward and maybe try lifting both feet up at a time. Headstand is very good for shoulder strengthening, and of course, handstand. So these exercises will definitely help you in strengthening your shoulders. If you want to combine those two, a really good one would be like wheel, where it requires mobility and strength to push yourself away and open up through your chest. So there you have it.